Hello and welcome back to yet another video. This will be my second video of the day. On this video, I will be covering about planters and what are their uses, and also the nectars that are another specific mechanic that are brought by this update. So to start off, we know more or less what planters are, and if you do not know, right here in my inventory, you will see that we have different types of planter. We got the paper, ticket, festive, plastic, candy, and blue clay. But what exactly are they, you might ask? Okay, so planters are these things you plant, like the name suggests, and you can equip them in your hotbar if you so like, because we got a new slot too. I'm just gonna place it on the second one, and you can place them as much as you want, but you can only place 3 at a time. So right now I could only place 1 because I've got a red clay planter there and a tacky planter right here. I'm just gonna go here to sunflower to demonstrate a bit how planters work. We've got here a planter by Julio, right there, that guy. We've already got his planter here. It's a ticket planter, as you can see, like ticket model and stuff. And I am going to grab my paper planter. I could do it with the festive, plastic, ticket, candy, blue clay, but I'm gonna demonstrate it with the paper planter first. So what I can do is either I can drag this, and you can see place paper planter, or I can just press 2 on my hotbar, which is because I have it equipped. But if you had it on number 3, you have to press number 3. I think that's a bit obvious. So whenever I press 2 right here, you see I planted the planter. It doesn't give like a confirmation of do you want to plant it. So I don't recommend keeping it on your hotbar because you might waste one accidentally, and that's why I don't keep them there. So what do the planters do? Well, you see they've got a timer up there, and it says a biodegradable pot that grows in about 1 hour. Grows how? So this seedling right here, this cabbage, grows by itself, and grows in about 1 hour, grows in about 2 hours for ticket. In festive planter grows in about 4 hours, plastic 2 hours, candy 4 hours, blue clay 6 hours, and that. It's without you being in the field and your bees collecting from it. Because what you can do is these planters will very, very slowly grow, and the fastest you can do is 1 hour with the paper planter, which is this one. So I don't know if you can see it because there's so many bubbles, oh my gosh. But there you go. The bees are collecting from it slowly, and that gives it a small boost, small percentage of the boost, depending on the bee's energy. Yes, so the calculation is more or less depending on how much energy the bee has, is how much percentage it will give to the planter. And let's see if another bee wants to go and check it out, the planter. Yeah, right there we got Ninja Bee, and that's gonna contribute. Let's see how much percentage. It looks like 4%, I think. And you might see that on my screen, it's like these icons are appearing like that. Yeah, right there. It's nectar. Whenever your bees collect from this, they will give you an amount of nectar. Each bee, will give you a bit more, a bit less, depending on its energy again. And all planters don't give the same nectar. For example, if we go here to candy planter, grows in about 4 hours. That is without your bees collecting from it. Grants bonus gumdrops, jelly beans, and times 1.2 motivating nectar. That means whenever your bees collect from it, like sip from the planter, or you just collect it, you will get times 1.2 the motivating nectar that you would do with any other planter like blue clay. That only gives times 1.2 refreshing and comforting. So how do you exactly, if you really wanted to get some nectar, how do you exactly do it? Well, I recommend you wait for all these planters to completely grow to 100%. This is only 10%, so I'm gonna get like no rewards from this. These planters give a lot of rewards. Some of them have different, they have like different rewards from it. Multipliers, like here gives, the candy one gives gum some jelly beans. The blue clay grants bonus blue extract, and so on. Then all these planters just can be collected during their growth or when they're finished. if you collect them before they're 100%, like even 99%, like 99.9%, they're going to give you way less rewards than if you were actually just wait them for to be on 100%. So I'm gonna go here right now and just collect my paper planter, 12%. That's gonna be like no rewards, maybe 2 sunflower seeds and maybe 1 minute of satisfying nectar. Let's see. Yes, harvest the planter before it's done growing. Yes, that gave me 5 minutes of satisfying nectar, some blue, red, and white pollen, and where is it? Okay, I really did I really not get a single reward for that paper planter? Well, that was lame. So that's why you're supposed to wait for them to actually fully grow. And thanks to that, I've got a tacky planter right here at 100%. Tacky planter grows faster on dandelion and sunflower, and yeah, that's about it. So I just place it out here, and it gives me comforting nectar right here. And you see my bees are collecting from it, and they give me more nectar and stuff. So now that it's 100% full, I'm gonna harvest the tacky planter. I'm gonna press E on it. Wait, let me just press my sprinkler. Oh, I already have one. Okay, I'm gonna press E on it, and look, I've got the tacky planter back, which I'll explain in a second, and many rewards you can see here on the bottom. So let's see what I got. So 1 soft wax from tacky planter, 1 royal jelly, 1 gumdrop, 1 ticket, 5 treats. That's not the most, but 11 field ice. So tacky planters, right here it says, grows in about 8 hours, but faster near the hives, that is, being dandelion and sunflower. Grants bonus field ice, sunflower seeds, and times 1.25, satisfying comforting nectar. And as we can scroll up here, we've got 10 hours of comforting nectar, 1 million, well, almost 2 million red pollen, almost 3 million blue pollen, and 26 million white pollen. Obviously 26 million because, well, it's dandelion, it's got mostly white pollen. And that pushes almost to 24 hours of comforting nectar. Now, one of my friends was actually very confused on why weren't they getting nectar. So, for example, with Bieber, it might ask you for seconds of satisfying nectar, and he thought it was all about planters, and I'm going to point out that's not true. It's all depending on what field you plant the planter in. I'll leave a small screenshot right around now. We have this other graph about nectar types and where you can get them, created by, well, inspired by Anuid. So this is not mine, I take no credit for this. And this is more or less where you can get all the 5 nectars that are in the game right now. Refreshing, comforting, satisfying, motivating, and invigorating. There's only 5 right now, and if you need them for Bieber quests especially, or any other quests, you know where to get them now. Post-production darker here. I forgot to tell you that there's only 3 one-use planters, the rest are infinite, so basically you can collect them as much as you want and place them back. The only ones that are actually one use are the paper planter, the ticket planter, and the festive planter. The rest are always infinite, so you can harvest them as much as you want and you will still have them in your inventory. Something else I wanted to talk about is if you want to get up started on planters and you're just new to the game and you don't know where to start. So a thing that is a bit complicated, I see some people that do not know that yet, is, let us just come here. If we go to the prober shop in the 10B area right there, for here you cannot see anything, but if you go in you might notice that there is a planter there, and that is the paper planter, which is the first planter you should be getting if you cannot afford still the ones in Dapper Bear's shop. So you might also ask, why might I use some planters on that are even useful? Well, yes! These planters are actually the new way of how to get the new waxes, which I will not be covering on this video, but a video that will come around in like an hour maybe or less. I'm already editing this, probably when this video is out. And I will be covering all that on the wax video. Thank you for watching, see you next time.